Do you want to improve your portrait photography? Today we're going to discuss 9 tips on how to do exactly that. The first tip is that you got to do some research. Try to look for photographers that you like, make a list, and see the images of the photographers. Try to decompose them, make a list of consistencies that photographers have. Sometimes it's color, sometimes it's of certain post-processing, sometimes it's certain props that people use. It's always something. Try to find the voice of each photographer that you follow and then see how you can use that voice in your images. It's not a copying. Your images are going to be different from theirs. And you will see that your work will get better or it will evolve by reading other people's voices. Second tip is composition. There are a lot of composition rules, like you've heard rule of thirds, maybe it's looking at symmetry in images. What you need to do is to try to have those in your images as well. Try to not do pictures where your subject is standing in the center. It sort of looks amateurish. The third tip is that you gotta shoot every day. It's very important for you to keep on practicing and learning. They say that it takes 10,000 hours of doing a particular thing for you to become a master of that thing. So obviously 10,000 hours is going to take a long time, but shoot every day. The fourth tip is for you to experiment. Make sure that you're experimenting yourself to your limits. Try to use products or water or powder. Do something or the other to keep on experimenting. Don't shoot the same thing over and over again. Test yourself to the limits. That's how you're going to get better. Tip number 5. Stop looking at the back screen of the camera after every shot. Just to elaborate on this point, what I'm going to do is take you to my studio so that we can see what a photographer looks like if he consistently looks at the backside of the camera. So we go to the studio. The sixth tip is to learn from other people. When I started photography, we didn't have a lot of information going around. There were rarely any books. You know, we had an old bookstore that we used to go to where there were books which were based on film-based cameras, and we had digital cameras at that point in time as well. There weren't a lot of books on fashion or portraits. It were just general books. Times have changed now. So learning has become so easy, or easier, so to speak. You've got books on every subject possible. You've got magazines on every subject possible. And you even have YouTube. So learning is a lot easier than it was back then. Obviously, that means the skill set of people have increased too. Photographers are getting better and better and better every day. So there is a pro and con to it. But the thing is that you gotta learn. Take workshops from photographers who are giving workshops over here, travel, take workshops abroad. There's so many photographers giving workshops, but you gotta keep on learning. You can learn anything on YouTube, like how to draw a fat gorilla, or how to become a pilot, or how to grind an iPhone. Maybe that's not such a good idea. Tip number 7, don't listen to what everybody says. You know, there's so much information in the market. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, but you gotta do your own research. I've listened to so many things like using a camera in videos depletes the sensor, or sometimes the camera doesn't focus that well when it's used for long hours. I don't know. You gotta do your own research and find answers if whatever somebody is saying is true or not. Just don't believe what anybody says, because people will just say anything. Tip number 8, learn to edit. 60% of the work that happens in edit. You know, there's a school of thought which says you're not supposed to fix it in post, try to do it in camera, but there are a lot of things that can't happen in camera. You can't dodge and burn in camera. You can't fix skin in camera. You can't color grade in camera. So learn how to do that, because that will take your images to the next level. You want to learn it? How will you learn it? Check YouTube. There are millions of videos out there. I'm going to do one soon as well. So learn how to edit. It is very important. The ninth and final tip is stop complaining. I see people complaining all the time. I don't have the right equipment. I don't have the right camera. I don't have the right lights. I don't have the work that I want. It's complaints, 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 complaints. Everybody is complaining. Stop complaining. Stop looking at other people, but look at yourself. Stop complaining or blaming other people for your problems. You're gonna only get better if you look at yourself and improve every day. When I started, I didn't have a photography background. I didn't have sources or, friends in the industry. I had no friends. I made friends. I went to people, I aligned with them. I made it a situation where it was win-win for them as well as me. And that's how it worked. So these were the 9 tips for you to be a better portrait photographer. I hope you learned from them. Please subscribe if you want to learn more from me or see more videos that are coming soon, and subscribe. I think the button is here now. I always keep on forgetting. Yeah, here it is. So subscribe and good luck for your future. This is Kashif Rashid, over and out.